Unit 7, Lecture 1B, still on progressivism. We're going to go into the first major politician then to push for change is Robert Laflette. He's the governor of Wisconsin. He will lead the way in the progressive era, making changes on the state level, which will spread throughout the country, affect changes in many other states, okay? And some of the terms that were on the board that might appear familiar originate in Wisconsin, all right? I'm also going to talk about two of the most famous progressive presidents. That would be Teddy Roosevelt, who's a Republican, and Woodrow Wilson, who's a Democrat. So we can see the movement is not divided by party lines. Progressivism there's progressives in both political parties. And remind me somehow in class, or somebody asked how Woodrow Wilson won his presidency. Okay, we need to discuss that election a little bit. Okay, and also what a bull moose is. Okay, that'll be important. All right, Teddy Roosevelt is going to call his progressive plan, his progressive program, the Square Deal. The goal of the Square Deal was to make society better, ensuring fair treatment for everybody in society through consumer protection, conservation, and trust busting, going after corporations or after monopolies. Wilson's will be called the New Freedom, which was going to continue the progressive reforms by earlier presidents by attacking the triple wall of privilege. That's tariffs, trusts, creating a bank, the Federal Reserve System, which will get started with Wilson. All right, which will help create a much more stable economy, a lot less panics, okay, a lot less depressions, okay. The Federal Reserve makes a much smoother running economy, okay, less prone to panics and bank failures. Okay, so we're at the state level, which was first, is Robert Laflette. We'll see changes like the referendum, the initiative, and the recall. Referendum and initiative are two procedures that allow voters to participate in the lawmaking process, okay, decide about laws. Referendum is the process which allows citizens to vote on laws that have been passed by a legislative body, okay, so voters offer a final approval. The legislative body passes it, and then it goes to the voters for final approval on this legislation. The voters then can reject it. Okay, we've seen this a couple times with marriage laws in California and such. Okay, initiative is the process by which, or that allows citizens to propose laws, to take the initiative in the lawmaking process, right? They take the initiative, they propose the law to their state or local governments. All right, these two new processes increase democracy by allowing the people a larger say through their vote in the lawmaking process. They can now propose, amend, or defeat laws made by the government. And we're going to see a common theme in progressivism is an increase in democracy, an increase in participation, more people voting, and people voting or participating on more things. Okay. A recall election is a process by which citizens may vote to remove an elected official from office before their terms are over. This is local level, state level, okay? Progressives also try to make elections more democratic on the state level by incorporating the secret ballot, all right, and allowing primary elections. A secret ballot is what we do today. Nobody knows who you cast your vote for. Before we had laws, people could see who you were voting for. Your bosses could intimidate you. The political machines could intimidate people. Okay. Now nobody knows who you vote for. Right. It's a much safer and more secure voting environment. A primary election allows voters to nominate and select party candidates rather than allowing party leaders to choose candidates. Okay. As we can see, progressives attempt to make changes in local government by increasing democracy and allowing people to participate more. So improve democracy by creating more democracy. Okay, I'm going to call this one quits right there.